Hi, my name's MJ. I'm HSV2 positive, which means I have genital herpes. Yes, I just said that out loud. I do videos on this from time to time because raising awareness lowers stigma, which lowers infection rates, so let's go. These are probably honestly some of the most impactful videos I do on here. I get reached out to on a regular basis by people who are really struggling to accept their diagnosis. They're nervous. What is life going to be like? Are they going to have a dating life, an intimate life? And I understand. I felt like that too. I had those questions too. But I figured I'd take some time again to answer some of the common questions that I get asked. The first question people ask is, do you know where you got it from? Honestly, no, the 2010s were a wild ride, but it really doesn't matter. I don't hold any resentment. The reality is HSV2 is really so much more common than people think. And the majority of people who have it, the reason they don't get diagnosed is because they're asymptomatic, which means they don't show any symptoms. So most people that have HSV2 have no idea they even have it. It wouldn't be logical for me to hold resentment towards somebody who just made the same mistakes that I did. Number one, they didn't protect themselves just like I didn't. And number two, obviously, they weren't prioritizing important health measures like getting tested, and I wasn't either. People are sometimes worried, like, can you contract HSV2 from, like, towels, from pools, toilets? The risk is literally so small that it's immeasurable, and they consider it non-existent. The virus just can't thrive on surfaces like that. Some people ask about, like, the disclosing process, like, how did I tell my past partners? So when I got diagnosed, I had already transitioned from female to male, and it was really scary because I went back to my previous partners from back before I transitioned, and most men I dated back then could be dangerous, but I still felt like it was important for me to go and let them know, like, hey, this is the deal, like, you should at least get checked out, you know what I mean? So I actually am really proud of myself that I did that. When I say that, a lot of people are like, well, you had no option, you had to do that. No, I didn't. I chose to do that because it was the ethical thing to do. Nobody is obligated to tell you that they have HSV2, which is why you need to protect yourself, and that's why I do these videos. I mean, you can take someone to civil court over it, but typically these do not do well. I think it's important to note that I've been in a lot of support groups over the years, and there are a lot of self-serving people out there. They do not care about you. They do not care about your health. They only care about how they can justify their actions to themselves so that they can still get what they want. But I had to tell my previous partners, and it was scary. Like, I mean, I'm trans now, you know, even though it wasn't like an in-person conversation, like, a lot of these men, like, I don't even think they knew I transitioned yet. It was super awkward and uncomfortable, but surprisingly, everybody was really cool about it. And I'm not saying, like, people shouldn't be safe about situations like this or anything, or cautious, but everybody was really laid back. I mean, I was shocked. To wrap this video up, I just want you guys to know life isn't over. I know herpes is still, like, at the butt of a lot of jokes, like, you know, when you watch Adult Swim, it's gonna come up 97 times. But you're gonna be fine. Your life isn't over. You don't realize how common it is and how many people will value so many different parts of you that override you just being HSV2 positive. I've been married for 7 years now. I'm not saying there's not going to be people who that's just a boundary for them and they're not willing to move forward once you disclose, and that's okay. Don't let that stop you from being honest. Because there's people out there who don't give a shit, I promise you. Your life is still going to be great. You're still going to do awesome things with amazing people, and just, it's going to be great.